We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Detroit Lions and the Buffalo Bills. Mike Tirico, Greg Oltz are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go from Pittsburgh. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Allen gonna throw to get things going. This one complete to Palmer. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Quickly to Shakir on the RPO. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The Lions called their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Off the RPO, that's going to be caught by Cooks. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Allen to throw again. That's taken in. It's James Cook. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Allen going to throw again. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And now it's 4th down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Did they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive?
Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. And now after that opening touchdown, the offense is going to stay out and go for 2. To throw again, it's Allen. That's going to be caught. So the aggressiveness pays off right away, and just like that, the lead is 8-0. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Right to the air, here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp. And they will finally get to him as he's brought down near the 40-yard line. The RPO, that one is complete. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag. And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Big play there for the Bills. 38 yards. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the...
He slams it in there, and he is in. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. Goff in the pistol. Again, working deep downfield. And he has taken down a big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. 1 quarter in the books. The Bills with the early advantage. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Lions ball to begin this second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. on play action. Goff. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A gain there of 20. First down, Detroit. Quickly to Laporta on the RPO. 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Goff. Rolling right. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
And while he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. Once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
That one taken in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's a big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch them by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
Allen going to give it to Cook, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Out of the gun, here's Allen. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Bills.
And while everyone's going to focus on the play downfield, this touchdown, Mike, it ultimately occurs because of the protection up front. They do a great job picking up the blitz, and with those extra few seconds,
the pressure gets there, and down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
On the return, it's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
He gets free. And he will dive into the end zone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And, Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time,
the ball's out. Special teams has come up with the recovery.
Sometimes you can get a little carried away when you feel like things are going your way, and I think that's the case here, Mike. You get the touchdown. Now they're thinking, all right, let's get the ball right back to our offense. In this case, I think the aggressiveness ends up costing them.
On first down, it's Goff. Working free downfield, it is Williams. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Goff to throw on first down. That's taken in by Khalif Raymond. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
One more time, they try Gibbs. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Goff has his offense ready for this 2-point try. Now, faking the give. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now Allen on first down. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. On first and 10, that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already...
And the throw left sideline caught. They rule incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. In trouble, and down he goes. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. The clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. That one gone too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Bills going to use their final timeout here, as they'll stop at just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. On fourth down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. And this was the old NFL record spot, a 63-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good! From the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. On first down, Allen. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So in this